We sold out of Curtis salmon way back in January. Everybody went crazy. They wanted more. We couldn't get it right away until we got it again, and then it sold out again. And so what we've done today is we are making available his amazing Faroe Island salmon. Fresh, and I tell you what, flash frozen, off to you, free of charge to ship, one payment of $24.99, and you are getting 12 of these 6-ounce delicious, healthy, full of omegas, the salmon that is absolutely so flaky, moist, tender, and clean tasting, because it is sourced around the Faroe Islands. It's an incredibly beautiful part of the world. Clean, clear, crisp, cold, beautiful waters, and what you get, the end result, is this beautiful flash frozen, individually vacuum sealed pieces of salmon, each of which are 6 ounces. You can pop these in your freezer. They're gonna be good for about 12 months, as if they're gonna last that long, but they are delicate and delicious. Now here's what you get to do. We are taking, because we've sold out of a lot of the quantities today, we actually sold out of our immediate shipment. I apologize. We sold out of immediate shipment and auto ship for immediate delivery. But we are shipping on May. In May, you'll be we'll sending this out to you on the 18th. You'll receive it by the 22nd. So that's for Memorial Day. That's one option. And then you can secure this price for future shipments every 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You can separate that out, whatever works for you in your life. But we also can do, if you want to wait and have the first delivery sent to you in June, we can do that for you as well. And that'll ship on the 8th of June, destined to be there for Father's Day gift giving. So either or, they are both options. You can do a single ship, or most of you are doing the right thing by doing the auto ship, because this is the lowest price and the largest configuration of Curtis's salmon that we have ever offered. You asked for more, and this is the day we've all been waiting for. We realize right now that, you know, having our freezers full of healthy, delicious proteins is of the utmost importance, and this is the healthiest, most delicious way. Salmon is one of my favorite things, and his salmon is so clean, so clear, so fresh. I'm so proud of this one, and I hope you can take advantage of either option. Again, the first shipment now, because we have sold out of the immediate delivery, your shipment will be sent out on May 18th to be there for Memorial Day weekend. And at that point, you can customize how often you'd like your shipments to come to you. You'll get the free shipping for future shipments. You'll get this price, this today's special price, which is the lowest price we've ever done. And you will always have a continuous delivery of this delicious salmon. It's a customer pick. I'll read reviews, but I'd also like to welcome via Skype our adored chef, Chef Curtis Stone. He is joining us out in Los Angeles from right above one of his fabulous restaurants, Gwen, and it's so great to see you. Thanks for joining us, Chef. How are you doing out there?
Oh, we're doing great. You know what? It's nice to have you on my home turf for a minute, Callie. Look, I've got Matt here and Rochelle, Vanessa and Brian. They're all running around doing all the hard work behind the scenes. But it's a really special day. You know, this wasn't meant to be a today's special right now, but I knew that everybody needs food and everybody wants to get things fresh, healthy, and delicious to their home. So I said, let's do it. So here it is, you guys. This is how it's coming to your door. You're taking home 12. By the way, they'll be frozen solid, just like these are. We ship them to you on dry ice. Now, here's the beautiful thing. Center cut, the most delicious, delectable salmon, and yes, you are taking home all 12 of these 6-ounce portions. They're cut from the center cut. But before I start tasting and talking about it, I'm going to throw some in the oven, because I've got my 2 incredible little sheet pans here. Now, they're the 12 by 9, right? 12 inches by 9 inches. This is called a sheet pan dinner, you guys. I've got a little bit of my Mexican spice. I'm gonna sprinkle right over the top of that delicious salmon. And then I've got some broccolini on my next sheet tray as well. These are just the perfect all-rounders. We still have a few of them available. So if you wanna pick up on those sheet pans, go right ahead. I'm dropping those in the oven. In 8 minutes time, dinner served. It is that simple and that quick and easy. But let's just go first to the Faroe Islands, because I really want you to understand where in the world this salmon's coming from. Now, more than ever, it is so important to know where your food comes from. The Faroe Islands are up in the North Atlantic Ocean, right up near Iceland and Norway, right? So very crystal clear waters, pristine environment. There's no one living up there apart from these beautiful salmon, that's for sure. So what happens is you get that ice cold water. It comes right on down from the estuaries, into the ocean. These salmon are doing a lot of work in the water because there's strong currents. That's why it's a salmon breeding ground. In fact, one of the biggest wild salmon breeding grounds of anywhere in the world. And the reason that they've decided to put these fish farms, this aquaculture facility up there in the Faroe Islands, is because of those idyllic situation. Now, we are talking about farmed fish. Why is that important? Well, it's responsible and it's sustainable. Very, very important that we do take care of our oceans. It also means that you get to control the process, right? So you know what the fish are eating. It's all natural feed. It's all GMO. Of course, you know they're not swimming through polluted waters. This is the most pristine part of the world. So we're very excited about where this fish comes from, and even more excited about how it tastes. Now, you're gonna see me cooking. I'm gonna be using these stainless steel utensils. I've got a fish spatula, a turner, a whisk and a spoon, and I'm gonna be using them again and again and again. They're really incredible tools. So I thought I'd just point that out because we're getting very limited. We have just a few hundred sets left. But let me pick up one of these salmon, Callie, and bring it over to my plate here, right? I say my plate, it's my brand new cutting board, by the way.
Oh, nice.
But check this out, isn't that cool? Have a look at how this fish just flakes. So whether you're sauteing it, deep frying it, if you're steaming it, poaching it, you know, you'll know that every single portion is coming to you. No bones, no skin, just beautiful, pure, lean protein.
Look at that.
Isn't that so wonderful?
It's so beautiful. Look at that, it's glistening. It's just, it's so fresh and flaky and moist. I'm telling you what, salmon is one of the healthiest options that we can enjoy. And I'm so glad that I love it so much. And thank you for sharing with us where you're sourcing in this salmon. I happen to be Norwegian, so I happen to be a little bit proud of where you went to get these beautiful farm-raised salmon. And the fact that we can do this at this price today, and like you said, it wasn't scheduled, but with the needs that we all have right now, food is of paramount importance. And I know I'm getting bored of my same old taco meat, my burgers, and my, you know, the same old, same old. This is a delicacy, but it's so affordable today, and it's always gonna be there in your freezer. Most everybody, chef, is doing the auto ship. I mean, what a great opportunity. You get a today's special price for every single shipment that comes to your door, free shipping at that, and every one of these, like you said, and you know, these are so big. I would venture to say that it could serve two, depending on, you know, what kind of plan you're on. I know after this is all come and gone, I'm gonna be having to cut back on the calories that I've been taking in. But the omegas and the healthiness of what salmon brings to our families is something I'm so proud of. But we do have your scallops coming up. We've got pork roast. We've got your steak medallions coming up in this hour as well. But thanks again for what you've done for us. I know you had to rush this one through, which is part of the reason I know it's selling out a lot faster than we wanted to, because it's still really early. I think it's lunchtime out there for you, isn't it?
It really is on the West Coast. Now, we don't have enough to make it all the way through the day, I
not
don't
a chance.
think. But what I do need you to understand is if you pick this up, you are locking in the price, right? If you get it on auto ship. Now, if you make that decision, and I encourage you to, because it will never be this price again, I can guarantee you of that. Have a look how perfectly pink that's cooked. Now, if you're wondering how I do that, all I'm doing, I'm cheating, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm using my kinetic thermometer. Kinetic energy runs a thermometer, so it doesn't ever require batteries. You give it a shake and that activates it. You turn it over, you remove that probe, and you poke that right into the thickest part of the salmon, and you'll never overcook another piece of salmon. If you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't know the core temperature of the salmon, don't worry. We've listed it all here for you, from fish and lamb, poultry, pork, and of course the donenesses on the steak as well. So pick one of those up while you're there. But here's the deal. When you taste this, Callie, and I know you've got it in front of you.
I do.
When you taste it, I mean, it tastes as pristine and pure and clean as the water it comes from. It's got a buttery texture, but it's not fishy. It's not oily. In fact, salmon, if you didn't know this, low in cholesterol, lean protein, full of vitamins, omega-3s, essential fatty acids, so very, very important. Now, I'm gonna show you where we cut this salmon from in terms of the fillet, right? So we take an entire side of salmon, just like this one here. I'll lift it up for you. Couple of things to note. This is right up near the head of the salmon, right? So this is the collar. There's a few bones up there. So what we do is we go ahead and we remove that collar. Then we take the belly, which has all the ribs in. We go ahead, we remove that for you. And then, of course, there's the thinner part down here near the tail. We go ahead and we remove that. What's left is this incredible center-cut salmon. no skin, no bones. Every single one is a perfect 6-ounce portion. And you can, of course, they come into you individually wrapped. So check this out, the packaging is really wonderful here because it goes into your freezer in the box, of course, and then you just take out one when you need one. If you need 2 or 3, you take out 2 or 3. You brought up a really good point, Callie, because these are 12 portions of 6 ounces. But if you cut those in half and you only want 3 ounces, which I know a lot of people do, you're taking home 24 portions. Now think about that for a minute. That means it's less than $5 per portion. I mean, it's a crazy deal.
Absolutely, and whether you put this on a nice fresh green salad, I mean, again, I'm gonna have to start getting back into some discipline as soon as this comes to an end, because I've been just enjoying my days like, you know, as we all have. I've been more sedentary. Tell you what, to just poach a piece of salmon or steam it, I'm gonna recommend you pick up some of the pieces from Chef's collection of cookware. For example, this steamer tray,